Throughout the season of the podcast, we've been talking about fears and focus being the key to hitting your next level vision, your next level goals. And all those conversations have been leading up to this episode where we talk about taking action and doing the things that really will move your business forward. In this episode, we're getting to the tactics and looking at 2 actions that you can take right now to move your business forward. Ready to get started? Real Talk starts now. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the Real Talk with TN podcast. This is a podcast dishing all the dirt on the realities of running a creative business. My name is TN and I'm a designer, technical editor, and business coach. See, since leaving corporate almost a decade ago, I've been doing this amazing work full time. It hasn't always been easy, but it has always been totally worth it. Over the years, I've had the amazing opportunities to work with hundreds of makers just like you and tons of big brands. This has given me a front row seat to what it takes to be successful as a creative business. With this podcast, I'm drawing back the curtains to share with you the behind the scenes of the realities of what it's really like, what it takes to run a successful and fulfilling creative business. Welcome to the conversation. Grab a cup of tea or your favorite beverage. It's time for some real talk. When it comes to taking action, it can be hard to know what to do. It's not always clear to know what the next best step for your business and life should be. So for many of us, doing nothing feels better. And yes, sometimes inaction is necessary, but that's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is when real action is needed in order to reach that next level. And I'm not going to lie, doing nothing is easy. Being inactive is safe, but is that what we are here for? To play safe, to remain small? And that's why your business isn't growing, likely. That's why your businesses and your relationships are stagnant. That's why others keep passing you and lapping you around the track. And we're not here to shame you and say go as fast as others and to do what they're doing, but instead to look at your race, the race you're running, and to decide if you're doing all that you can be doing. And if you decide that you're not doing enough, you haven't done everything you can to reach your goals, let's look at a few things you can do to take action towards those goals. And it's not just a one and done thing. It's not that you're going to do these 1 or 2 things and see instant results, but it's about taking regular actions every single day to grow your business. Because without taking regular actions, by remaining inactive, your business will remain stuck. Your customers will go away and your revenue will dry up. And that's not what we want for our business. That's not a business. We want to see it grow and flourish. So here are 2 tactics you can implement in your business every single day to grow your audience and to make more sales. Of course, there are a lot more strategies and tactics that you can use, but these are the 2 main ones that you can start on today and start seeing results. Okay, so here they are. Here are the 2 tactics you can implement in your business to grow your business and make more revenues. So the first one is to show up and be visible. This tactic seemed pretty straightforward and easy to do, right? But let's get into what this actually means. First, showing up is not just for social media. It can be in your emails. It can be in your blogs and podcasts. It's showing up where your audience is and to show up the way that works best for you. And that is the key here. You are more likely to show up to a platform if you enjoy that space, if that's a place where you light up. For example, if you love photos and sharing that sort of content, Instagram might be where you show up. Whereas videos might not be your jam because you don't want to put on makeup and do all of that. So if you're going to do a platform, make sure it's a place that you can show up comfortably and authentically as yourself. So get clear on how you like to show up for your audience and do that consistently to build that know, like, and trust factor in your audience. So that's the first step. Pick a platform, show up, be visible. Get really good at that platform and show up consistently. Don't shrink and make yourself small. Take up space, be seen. No more being a wallflower and just hoping people will see you. Step into the light and be seen. And then the second thing is to provide value. That's the next tactic. And this is why many business owners aren't visible, why they don't show up, because when they do, they are coming off kind of sleazy and salesy. And that's not how you want to show up, right? But that's how it's coming off because you don't know how to show up as a valuable resource for your audience. So how do you start to provide value is to be clear on who your perfect person is. This is something we teach in Pattern Partnership. So if you're not clear on who your perfect person is, aka your ideal audience, get into that program and learn those basics. Because knowing your perfect person is super important, and it's how you will know what to say. It's how you will be able to show up and be of value. That's how you'll know what your audience need. Because if you don't know who they are, you don't know what the problem is that you're solving. And that's how you're going to be able to show up with value, because you are able to speak directly to your perfect person. You know what they're struggling with, and you can speak directly to their need. And once you're clear on who you serve, your perfect person, who they are, their problem, and the solution you provide, then you can speak to them without being sleazy and salesy. You can provide them with value in order to connect with them. And once they see how you can solve their problem, once they see how you have a solution to the struggle that they're facing, that's where the magic is. And yes, you solve a problem. The thing you do solves a problem. Don't just think, oh, I just knit and crochet, I sew, I make jewelry, I paint, right? Don't think that there isn't a problem that needs solving that what you create can solve for your audience. So regardless of what you're doing, make sure you are clear on what the problem is you're solving. And again, if you are absolutely clueless about what the problem is that you're solving, reach out. We can talk about it. We talk about this inside of the Pattern Partnership program. We also talk about this in the society. So get clear on the problem you solve, because that's the key to running a successful and profitable business. And that's how you can show up with value to your audience. Once you can talk to the problem you solve and how you can solve it, that's how you show up with value. So those are the 2 tactics you can start working on today. So take action in your business. I hope this information was valuable to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can reach out on Instagram. There are links to everything we're talking about inside the show notes for this episode. And if you need more support around running a business as a crochet or a knitwear designer, get into Pattern Partnership. These are the kind of things that we talk about throughout the program to help our members reach that next level. So if you are currently not a member of Pattern Partnership, I'd love to hear what's holding you back. What do you need to take that next step? If you are a designer, this is the best place for you to go and get the support you need to make more sales. This is a safe space we've created specifically for crochet and knitwear designers, because we know you have very specific questions and challenges, and this is the place you can come to ask questions and get feedback. Maybe you have questions around putting together your first proposal to send off to a third-party publication. Maybe you have questions around collaborating with a yarn company, and you have questions around the compensation and the samples and when you get your rights back and things like that. Bring your questions and get feedback and guidance and suggestion on your next best step. By being a member of Pattern Partnership, you'll not just get training and coaching, you'll get an accountability team, you'll get access to me. I will be there along the journey with you to guide and support you as you go from designing and launching to growing your design business. Pattern Partnership is a monthly membership program. The cost is less than a cup of coffee a day. It has coaching, it has a lot of hands-on training, but most of all, it has accountability and actionable steps that take you on the journey to grow your business. There are a lot of training in there to help you get from where you are right now to where you would love to be. And I'd love for you to come and check us out and see if Pattern Partnership is right for you. Come see if it will benefit you. Come in, kick the tires. Come in, and for the first month, we will give you a $10 off discount just to come and check us out. And from there, you can see all that we have to offer and see if it's right for you. So come join us for this very special trial price for your first month. All the information you need will be linked in the show notes. To get more information on Pattern Partnership, go to bit.ly/Pattern Partnership. I cannot wait to see you take action. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to another episode of the podcast all the way to the end. Everything we mentioned will be listed in the show notes at tianconneton.com/realtalkwithtn. If you have questions on anything I've mentioned, or if you just want to book a coaching session, go to tianconneton.com/contact-us to get in touch. You got it.